Hi there. In this business topic video, let's introduce the concept of quality. Firstly, what do we mean by quality? Well, a great definition is that a product or service is of good quality if it meets the needs and expectations of the customer. That's a really important definition because quality essentially is defined by the customer and judged by the customer based on his or her needs and expectations of the product or service. So, really importantly, from a business point of view, quality is all about how the customer perceives the product, not how the business might perceive its own products. And to achieve quality, you need to meet needs and expectations such as performance. Does the product do what it needs to do? Is it fit for purpose? How does it appear? How reliable is it? How durable is it? Is it available to buy? And also, of course, price. Is the price consistent with all of those other needs and expectations? Does it represent value for money? If a product or service can meet as many of those, or ideally all of those needs and expectations, then it will be deemed by customers to be a quality product. If it doesn't, then in some respect, it's poor quality, it's substandard. Now, of course, there are various different measures of quality, and some of them are tangible, can be measured, and some of them are intangible, hard to measure, but you kind of know when you see them. Some good examples of tangible, i.e. measurable quality are firstly factors such as reliability. Does the product break down? Does it stop working after a while? Does it ever work? Or does it go on working well forever without ever needing maintenance or repair? Does it have all the functions and features that it says it has and that the product needs? Is there a strong level of support? Is it built to the right kind of standards? And also, a tangible measure of quality is what is the overall cost of ownership? Don't forget, when you buy a product, it's not just the price that you pay for the product, it's also the cost of ownership. For example, maintenance or repairs, or insurance. So you've got to look at the overall cost of the consumer as part of a tangible measure of quality. But of course, on the right hand side there are some really important intangible, judgmental or qualitative measures of quality. For example, exclusiveness. Is this a product that's really hard to get hold of or priced in such a way that most of us can't afford? Does this product have a high market reputation, perhaps measured by the many online systems for measuring customer feedback, such as TripAdvisor? Does the product have a strong brand image, strong brand awareness and customer reputation? The reason why quality is important, and when you come to study quality control and quality assurance, the reason why it's important is that increasingly markets are becoming more and more competitive, and it's no longer really enough to compete purely on the basis of low cost. Quality is often now the defining differentiator between one product being successful and another product being successful. Customers are much better informed, they're more demanding, they're more knowledgeable about the options, particularly because of online information services. They're able to share, for example, via social media, information about substandard products and services. On the flip side, though, on a positive note, if a business can develop this reputation for quality, that alone could be a source of competitive advantage over the rest of the market. And here's a great line of analysis that helps explain, perhaps in an exam answer, the business benefits of achieving higher quality, or even better, industry leading quality. High quality leads to a satisfied customer. A satisfied customer is more likely to come back and buy again from you. In other words, to repeat purchase. But they're also likely to recommend your product or service to their friends and family or acquaintances, or perhaps to leave a positive review on a social media site. A result of having greater customer recommendation is that you don't have to spend so much promoting the business, promoting the product. So your lower marketing costs may be a business benefit of quality. And of course, the key here is that satisfied customers who come back again and again are more loyal customers. Therefore, there's less need to keep on trying to recruit them through marketing. Quality is therefore very closely linked to a key business concept at A-level and IB called called competitiveness. How does a business compete? How does it differentiate itself in the market? How does it position itself in the market? And competitiveness is the advantage that it has over the other alternative products and services. Quality can be a source of differentiation and therefore competitiveness. If you think about it, you can probably name a whole bunch of businesses that try to use quality as a key source of competitiveness, as an advantage over the others in the market. Apple very clearly positions itself as being the highest quality provider of laptops and smartphones and tablets. Waitrose in the supermarket business very much positions itself as being at the upper end, the top end, the quality end of the supermarket chain. And I'm sure you can come up with lots of other brands and businesses that try to compete essentially on quality. Of course, they have an eye to price, but essentially they're trying to compete on high quality. But of course, quality is not just about the product. So here's another important consideration as you think about how quality is assured or managed or controlled. Quality is about the product, but it's also about the whole customer experience. It's about how easy it is to buy or consume a service or product, how reliable it is, what kind of service that you get post-purchase, what kind of after-sales service. Quality is therefore very closely linked not just with competitiveness, but also with another important concept that you'll study, particularly in operations management, customer service. You think about how you might judge the quality of the next meal you have out on maybe a night out with the family or with some friends. You go out to the restaurant, you'll be judging the quality of the experience, not just on what's presented on the plate and what you end up eating and drinking, but of course the quality, the attentiveness of the service, the presentation and style and choice of the food in the menu, but also the overall experience, the ambience of the restaurant, and whether you have a good time. That's how you judge quality, very closely linked to the customer service experience. And of course, you can think of a lot of businesses that are predominantly involved in the service sector who've recognized that actually quality of customer service is a key differentiator. And in particular, what they try to do is to develop a consistent approach that so wherever you go, you get the same level of high quality of customer service. Premier Inn being a great example of that. There we go, guys. That's in a separate video. We're going to take a look at the concept of quality control and quality assurance. But for now, that's just been a brief introduction to the idea of quality.